How did you get into bird watching?
I suppose I would always have been interested in it from being a child, from identifying my first species I can remember when I was 5, yellowhammer. Quite common in Kerry at the time, Dingle where I'm from. Since then I would have been dabbling in and out of the hobby, and in the last 10-15 years it would have been a big pastime of mine.
And you're saying in the talk this evening, the A to Z of bird watching, the yellowhammer is gone now, yeah?
Well, it's not gone in Ireland, but it's gone in certain counties where it was very common, and it's quite scarce in counties like Limerick and Clare. It can still be seen in Limerick, parts of West Limerick, can be seen in maybe parts of East Limerick, on and off, but definitely only in the border areas in County Clare, not at all in Kerry.
Do you have a bird watchers group here?
There's a bird watchers group in Limerick, and there's a bird watching group in Clare, and there's one in Kerry, and there's 2 in Cork, one in West Cork and one in Cork County.
Have you many members in your group?
I think in Clare there's around, in the total, about 200 members. Limerick would probably be a bit more than that.
Are you using like cameras, binoculars, notepads and sketchbooks?
Well, mainly what you're using is binoculars and telescopes. Some of the photographers in the groups would use cameras, but there wouldn't be much more equipment used than that.
You don't want to be using cameras?
No, they would. Well, the likes of Pat Murphy here would say, and John Murphy in Clare, and Austin Cooney in Clare, and a few others do take a certain amount of photographs, a lot of photographs actually.
Okay, and you have like your website, clarebirdwatching.com.
Yes.
And so
ClareBirdWatching.com be very active. That covers Clare and Limerick. There's a Limerick sighting section in that. Clare and Limerick would have operated together as birding counties, birding clubs for years and years. They did produce Birds of the Midwest and Bird Report from 1982 to 91. And then when the site was set up, natural that the two came together as well.
so native birds to Limerick area?
And not so much native, but birds that would be seen in Limerick. You know, the same birds would probably be seen, and maybe more so in Clare with the bigger coastline, and in Kerry with the bigger coastline. But you still have a lot of interesting birds to be seen in and around Limerick, Westfields and so on.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Thank you. No problem.
How did you get involved with bird watching, Jeff?
Oh, right. Well, my father actually. Fathers influence many of their children, and no matter what if your father's into GAA, then you'll most probably end up being GAA. My father was a bird watcher. I'm born in London, and I came to Ireland in 1978. I live in Newcastle West, and I married an Irish girl. All right, that's why I'm here. All right, but. I joined the Birdwatch Ireland's Limerick branch in 1998. Before then, I used to do my own bird watching and try to learn things by myself. But it's a lot quicker and a lot easier to join a group of people that know what they're looking at and you pick up information from them. And I ended up being the chairman of the Limerick branch for 12 years. And now Maura Turner has taken over that.
It's very good. So you're a member of the Birdwatch Club, like the Limerick branch, yeah?
Yeah, I do. I lead one outing in January where I go to Loch Gur, and in the evening we watched the murmuration of the starlings. This year was an exceptional year. We had 250,000 starlings cloud dancing in the sky.
Wow, yeah.
And it's a natural phenomenon, and it's just something you have to see. It's mesmerizing, and the sound of the wings and everything. They do this every evening, and they've been doing it 7 years in Croom. Where they were before that, no one knows. And will they be back next year? We don't know that either. So, but it's something you must see. You can watch it on YouTube on the.
Later on, yeah, it sounds amazing,
Yeah, it's on the Facebook page. You can watch it.
Like we had the A to Z of Birdwatch tonight. I thought, would you recommend going to Inishboffin, Skelligs, Cape Clear to see the puffins and seabirds?
Oh, right, yeah. The Skelligs is a must, but it's an hour and a half on a little ferry boat. So if I was seasick coming back, so you need to have good constitution.
Okay.
But the Saltese is off of Wexford. It's only a 20-minute ferry ride. And you get to walk in between gannets and puffins and all those other birds. So if you're not very good at sea travelling, the Saltese would be better, but it's a longer drive. It takes 3.5 hours to drive there. All right, so it's an all day, but it's you won't forget it. Yeah, it's a place worth watching. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like in our talk today, like a lot of people say they know nothing about birds, but like people do know about robins and magpies and swan seals, barn owls.
Yeah.
I think like more people are educated about birds. They know more.
Actually, I go to schools. I'm full-time going to national schools, and I encourage schools to put out bird feeders literally outside the classroom window. And if you go to Milford National School or St Pat's Girls' School on the Dublin Road, or even St Bridget's in Singland, they all have bird feeders outside the classroom window, and it's right in their face, and the children love watching the real thing. You can show books and you can show videos, but you can't beat seeing the real thing, and I get great reaction from it, and it's been well documented that health professionals have proven that it improves your well-being by feeding wild birds and wild animals. People like to see wildlife surviving, and they like to see it in their garden, and there's things you can do, like putting out bird food and planting berries, trees with berries and bushes that attract butterflies and wildflowers and that kind of stuff. Bring the wildlife into your back garden, and people love watching it. I watch it all the time. I never get tired of watching it.
No, it's amazing. All right. Okay, Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
All right, you're welcome.